Hello, my dear learners. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So, my dear learners, here we will start chapter number 10th of your book. Which chapter? Chapter number 10. And the name of the chapter is Artificial Intelligence. Yes, in the previous classes, like in class 4th, in class 5th, and class 6th, we read all these things. What is artificial intelligence? In this class 7th also we've read artificial intelligence. So ma'am, it is same for that? No, they have the difference because now you come in class 7th. So you can see artificial intelligence in detail. So what are artificial intelligence? How we can use these intelligence nowadays? Why these intelligence are popular? What are machine learning? What is deep learning? Okay, all the features related to artificial intelligence, we will discussing all these things in this class, in this chapter. And this is the last chapter of your book. I'm hoping so. First to 9th chapter is clear to you. Okay, so let's start chapter number 10. Okay, so first, artificial intelligence is a science and engineering of creating intelligence machines. So what is artificial intelligence? Means creating a machines, or we can say creating a very intelligent machines. So these machines have an ability to perform activities such as speech recognition, problem solving, decision making, perception, learning and planning. Okay, so these machines have all these capabilities, like they have problem solving, they have decision making, they have perception, they have learning, they have planning, all these things. Okay, so starting with machine learning. What is a machine learning? Machine also learn. Let's see. So machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence that facilitates software application to become more accurate in predicting future decisions on the basis of the past experience without being explicitly programmed. It uses previous and historical data as its input and predict new output value. This is how machine learning is set. Okay. Today, various leading companies such as Facebook, Uber, Google, etc. are using machine learning as a central part of the operations. This technology is used to train machine to perform various types of tasks like predictions, recommendation and establishments. Of course, nowadays we can see if you search anything on your Google. For example, I want a purse for me. Okay, then if I search on Google, so it is machine learning. So machine capture it, like this person needs these things. So they show you when you watch YouTube, when you watch some reels or some Facebook, they also give you that advertisement of that bag. Okay, this is machine learning. So machine learnings are the one, they give prediction, they give recommendation to you, they give estimations to you. All these things we can do with the help of machine learning. So the three main keys aspect of machine learnings are, so these three key aspects are machine learnings are, first is task, second is experience, third is performance. First we will see task. What is a task? So task is defined as a problem that must be related to the prediction, recommendation and estimation. So recommendation, estimation and prediction. So task define a problem that must, so in the task the problem should be related to prediction, should be related to recommendation, should be related to estimations. Okay, that comes under the task. Now experience. So experience means to learn from past data and use it solve future tasks. So in this we can use the past data to for the future task. Performance means performance is the capacity of a machine to solve a problem and provide the best possible solution of it. This is performance. Okay, so task, experience and performance are there. Now we will see how machines get trained. So how machine get training? Okay, so machines give some trial data to assess. As the machine go through these serial data, they learn themselves. These machines are not specifically programmed to perform such tasks and therefore eliminating the requirement of writing millions of lines of written code. They learn and improve from the experience automatically. Of course, they do not know how to do all these things. With the help of experience, these machines get trained for themselves. Okay, so that's why we can call machines give some trial data to assess. So with the help of experience, with the help of practice, these machines can able to perform. Okay, now types of machine learning. What are the types of machine learning? So machine learning can be categorized into three types: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So these are the three types of learning. These are the three types: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. See, this is the data and this is the machine. So they can code it and they give you a learn, predict, and improve it. Okay. Now we will see supervised learning. The machine learning, what is a supervised learning? So supervised learning is capable when a machine have a sample data. What's that? The machine have the sample data. Here sample data is the input and output data with correct labels. In the sample data, they have input and output of it. So correct labels are required to determine the correctness of the model. Of course, in this you need a correct data of it. What data? Correct data. Okay. So in this type of machine learning, the output is already known as the algorithm in corrected each time to optimize a result. Okay, this type of learning occurs when a machine is fed with the data to learn from and the guideline from what output is expected. It also predicts the error during the entries learning process and also correct those errors. See, in the algorithm, so they also predict the error also, because they are supervised learning. So they supervise everything. Okay, so this is the machine learning. The output is already known as the algorithm in the corrected, and the data should be corrected, and if there should be error in between them, so they can predict that error. Okay, for example, suppose we have a set of image tag a car. A machine learning algorithm is trained with these images so that they can easily distinguish between an image of a car or a not. See, input is a car image. Okay, feature extension, they classify it. Okay, these machine learnings help us to classify, do prediction of it, whether this image is a car or not. So they give it. Okay, because they can observe, they can predict, they can do everything for that. Okay, so this is supervised learning. Now, unsupervised learning. What is unsupervised learning? So unsupervised learning is another type of machine learning where output is unknown and only the input variables are available. So input variables are available only in this, and output is unknown. Output is unknown and input variables are there. There is no labeled information as it is the case of supervised learning. Okay, in the case, it should not be have any label. In the supervised learning, it should be labeled, it's not label in it. Okay, so we can call the machine figures out of the output and prediction of its own. Therefore, because in this they can predict it on own, so this is unsupervised, no one is supervising it. Okay, therefore the output is produced may or may not be correct. In this, the output may be correct or may not be corrected. So this is unsupervised. In the supervised, it should be corrected only, it should not be incorrect. Okay, now reinforcement learning. What's that? Reinforcement means give someone a praise or something like that. This is the meaning of reinforcement. Reinforcement learning is a feedback based learning method. What's that? It is a feedback based, like in the school also your teacher gives you the feedback at the time of PTM, like you are doing good or you are not doing good. Reinforcement learning is a feedback based learning method. In this type of machine learning, a learning agent get a reward for each right actions to its perform and also get a penalty for each wrong answer to perform. See, this thing they give you, when you do it right, they give you what? They give you praise, they give you reward, and when you mark it wrong, they give you the penalty also, because this is how reinforcement learning works. So they give you a feedback of your it. Okay, so a machine can make a series of decisions based on the reward, punishment, or feedback it received from the action. So they give you the feedback. The machine learns automatically with these feedback and improve its performance. So machine learn with these feedbacks. Okay, if the machine get the positive feedback, that means the machine is doing the good. If the machine getting the negative feedback, that means machines have to improve themselves. So the main goal of machine is to get the most reward point and improve their performance. So this is the main thing the machine do, to improve their performance by getting the feedback of it. Also, this is same apply to us also. If someone gives me the feedback, like I am a good teacher or I am not a good teacher. So it's basically change me. It's I am improve myself. If something thing is saying, okay, you have to change this thing, so I improve myself for that. Okay, so this is the reinforcement. Okay, learning. Okay, now some real world example of machine learning. So in machine learning, real based examples are music and video recommendations. Yes, when you for example, the YouTube also, when you see some type of video or some type of music, when you listen, so they recommend the same video and the same type of music to you. Okay, so this is by the machine learning. So machines are controlling all your functions that is we are doing in the phone or in the laptops. So various e-commerce websites like Amazon, Mitra or Flipkart uses the recommendation systems which recommend you more product when you are start searching product in those sites. This system observe the online searching habit of the user and the previous searches he has made, learning by the observation. On the basis of the data they have learned and collected, they make you the further recommendation. This is how I can explain you in the starting of the chapter. Like if I want to purchase a bag, if I want to purchase a makeup kit, so they give you the suggestion, they give you recommendation, same and same in the when I am opening any web page, when I am opening a video, so they give you a recommendation here and there. So that's why I purchased that bag. Okay, so this is how machine control all my functions. Okay, now face recognition also with the help of machines. So image recognition is another example of machine learning that can be identify an object as a real image of on the basis of the intensity of the pixel in a black and white image or colored images also. So we can recognize the image of it. Like this is how we can able to recognize. Okay, so machine learning is also used for facial recognition, where it is used the database of the people and search the database to find the correct match also. Of course, with the help of face, we can able to find the correct match of it. Okay, so various social media sites are also using images or face recognition system to give a tag suggestion also. Okay, third is speech recognition. So with the help of speech, so machine learning is also used to translate speech into text. So they give you a translation version. There is a various speech recognition system that can convert the live voice and recorded speech into the text. Of course, nowadays speech recognition is there, so you have to speak it out, they translate into a text form. One of the commonly used speech recognition system is the voice search. Today, almost all the computing devices that have voice search system that enable user to search for anything by speaking on the device, like Alexa for the Amazon and Google Assistant for Google. Like this is how nowadays we can able to speak only and they give you the result of it. They give you the answer, and they can also when you speak something, they translate it and they can put in the text form also. Okay, this is how speech recognition and image recognition and music and video recommendations work on the machine learning only. Okay, so these three examples totally clear to you. Now, my dear learners, we will see about deep learning. Which learning? Deep learning. So deep learning is a subset of machine learning. So deep learning is a subset of machine learning. Machine learnings enable our machines to learn from the data using algorithm to perform a task without being explicitly programmed. Whereas deep learning enables our machines to learn and think by using the complex structure of algorithm, modelum, or human brains. So it is essential a network, or we can say it is essential a neural network with 3 or more layers. Using these neural networks, a machine is able to stimulate the behavior of human brain and is able to learn from the large amount of data. To provide impressive result, deep learning requires large amount of labeled data and substrained computing power. Okay, so this is deep learning. Okay, deep learning is just like it's a subset of machine learning. So what are the things that machine learnings do? It's the deep learnings also do, but it store your data in a very, we can say, temporary basis. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so we will see the relationship between our deep learning and neural network. What is the relationship between? See, so let's start. Deep learning is based on artificial neural network. What's that? Deep learning is based on artificial neural network. Neural network is a network of neurons that makes a human brain that can interpret the context of real world situations. Artificial neural network has millions of artificial neurons and they are called nodes or units, of course. Okay. So the concept of deep learning was introduced in 1943 when Walter Pitts and Warren McCullers create a computer model based on the neural network of human brain. In artificial neural network, the nodes are arranged in a series of layers. See, these nodes are arranged in input nodes, hidden nodes and output nodes. So they are connected in a series of nodes. First is input nodes. So the input nodes receive the data information outside the world. So this is input. So they receive the data from the world. Hidden nodes, the information received that goes through the hidden node. So in the hidden node, the information is processed. Okay. And with the help of output nodes, so the information is transformed into setting useful that is used by the output nodes. Okay. So the information that is transformed into something useful is taken by the output nodes. Okay. So the input, hidden and output is clear. Okay. So now we will see in the above figure, the nodes is see, these are the input nodes and these are some hidden nodes and they give you the output of it. So it's blue, green and the pink one. Okay. So they describe different nodes. So in the above figure, the nodes is an input layer receive an image of a person. Okay. See, the input nodes receive a person of an image. Okay. And they give the output as this is a picture of a George. Okay. So this is the input, hidden and the output works on together. Okay. So in the above figure, the nodes is an input layer receive an image of a person. So input unit receive an image of a person. This information goes into hidden layers that are use artificial neuron to identify the image of a person by going through step-by-step procedures like for. See, now these hidden unit identify the picture. They are using their now all their analysis power to identify the pictures of it. So they identify the picture according to first identify the pixel value, edges, combination of edges, then identify the feature by combining the edges, and then these features are combined to generate an image, and in the output unit they can identify this picture as this is a person named George. See, George is here like this. Now I'm rubbing these things. Observe this thing very carefully. Okay, see this thing input. So they identify light and dark pixel value, identify edges, identify combination of edges, identify feature, and then we can say identify combination of features, and with that identification of feature we can give the person named George. Okay. Now some real life based example of deep learning. So some of the example like in the machine learning we will see example of machine learning like video and audio recognition, speech recognitions. With the help of machine learning we can able to do. Okay. Now with the help of deep learning, what are the real base examples we are using? First is driverless car. With the help of deep learning we can move a driverless car, means a car which does not require a driver to run. So that's why it is a driverless car. So driverless car also known as automatic car that run on the road without human interventions. So they do not need any human interventions for that. So these cars are able to identify the traffic signals and recognize the stop sign or pedestrian between a pedestrian and a lamp post. Okay, so these are the driverless car. They can run on the road and without human interference they can run automatically. So these are called automatic cars also. So they run on the deep learning process of it. Second is aerospace and defense, also we use these deep learning process. So deep learning is also used in the field of aerospace and defense to identify object from satellite to locate area of interest and identify safe and unsafe zone for the troops. Of course, with the help of deep learning, because satellite use this deep learning process. So satellites give the soldiers informations about like these are the some unsafe areas, these are the some terrorist spots. Okay, so with the help of these deep learnings the soldier can able to identify the areas like these areas are safe, these are the some terrorist areas, so they attack. Normally the army and air force work on this principle. Okay, they put the missile on that area where the terrorist lives. Okay, like we can all know. Okay, normally army operations are going on in this way, like that, okay, in which they can target that area which is related to terrorist groups, okay, where the terrorists living. So the government, or we can say the army or the soldiers, shoot that area, or they can kill that part of that area where they live, okay. So this is aerospace and defense, we use this. Next is in medical research also. Which research? Medical research. So deep learning is used in medical research, where it is able to detect cancer cell. Of course, here with the help of deep learning we can able to detect cancer cell. Now these cancers are very common disease that spread, okay. So the cancer cell is detected with the help of deep learning. So term at UCLA, that is University of California, Los Angeles, was built an advanced microscope which makes use of high dimensional data sets to train a deep learning program which can identify the cancer cell or more. है ना? So for this, with the help of this technology, with the help of deep learning, we can able to identify the cancer also. So in the defense sector, in the medical sector, in the driverless car, all these are the some real life example where the deep learning is taking place. Now, we will see relationship between artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning. What are their interactions? What are their relationship? Does they have any relationship or not? Let's see. To know about the relationship between artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning, have a look at the given figure. So this figure tells you everything, this figure. Here you can see the artificial intelligence is an umbrella term that covers the concept of machine learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning. See, umbrella, or we can say the wider part, is the artificial intelligence. In artificial intelligence, machine learning comes. In machine learning, deep learning comes. So this is like bigger, smaller and smaller. So bigger is the artificial intelligence, then machine learning, and then deep learning. So they make this chart, okay. This is the relationship. If someone asks you about the relationship, show this diagram to them. Okay, so artificial intelligence is the umbrella term, and in the artificial intelligence, the machine learning come, and in the machine learning, there's a subset known as deep learning comes. Okay, in brief, artificial intelligence is used to develop machine that perform intelligent tasks just like human. So with the help of artificial intelligence, we make machines so advanced, so intelligent that they can able to do the work which a normal human being do. Like normally human being do calculations and they cook the food, they clean the house, okay, they do calculation, they do all your make ppts and all these things. So these programs are kept under a robot. So that's why nowadays robots do all these functions. They clean your room, they cook the food, okay, they do make presentations also, okay. These things nowadays peoples are, human beings are substituted with the robots, okay. So this is artificial intelligence, means we are creating that intelligence, the intelligence that is same to a human beings, okay. So machine learning is making the machines learn from its past experience. Deep learning is using the complex algorithm and mathematical calculation with artificial neural network to perform the tasks, okay. So this is the thing. I'm hoping that thing is clear. So one activity for you. So create a model of artificial neural network with only 2 hidden layers. Create this one. You can take the help of Google also. Artificial neural network hidden layers is clear to you. We already discussed about it. Okay. Now we will see the reinforcement learning. Reinforcement means when you mark the correct answer, you get the reward, and when you don't mark the correct answer, you get the penalty. Okay. So reinforcement means they give you the feedback of it. Okay. So reinforcement learning is a type of machine learning that is based on science of decision making. So it is based on the science of decision making. A machine is trained in such a way that it can learn the optimal environment and perform the actions to obtain maximum reward. So with the help of this, we can able to obtain the maximum reward out of it. Okay. So in this type of learning, a learning agent explores an unknown environment to achieve the goal. So in this type of learning, a learning agent explores an unknown environment to reach the goal. For this, perform certain actions to drive maximum reward. It decides what to do on its own to perform the given task on the basis of its experience. So we will see first the elements of reinforcement learning. Reinforcement is clear, it is based on the science of decision making. Okay, now we will see the main elements of reinforcement learnings are, so the learning agent, the policy which is followed by the agents to take that action, the environment which the agent interact, the reward that agents get and achieving a goal. So these are the some key elements of it. Okay, so these are the elements of reinforcement learning. So let us understand it with the help of example. So we have an agent named Roba and a diamond as a reward. See, your agent name is Roba, and if they win, so they get a diamond reward. See, this is your Roba, and if they win, they can get the diamond of it. Okay, so this is reinforcement. Like normally the games are made like this only. This, if they score some points, so they give reward, and if they lose, they have to we can say file a penalty also, or pay a penalty of it. Okay. So the task is that Roba has to reach to the reward that is a diamond by avoiding any hurdle in between. Say Roba has to reach to the diamond, but they have the obstacle is fire. They do not want the fire with it. How they can do? Okay, how they can reach to diamond without getting burned? So you don't have to burn the Roba. Okay, so maybe they move like this and this only. Okay, if they follow this path, maybe they can get fire. If they follow this path, then also they get fire. So fire is just fire play a role as an obstacle. Fire is an obstacle in the path of Roba. So the task is that Roba has to reach to the reward that is a diamond by avoiding any hurdle in between them. Okay, so to avoid any hurdle, Roba has to move to the diamond. Here, fire flames are the hurdle. So in the hurdle, in the obstacle path, flames are the hurdle. And Roba have to reach to the diamond. Okay, so they have to reach. For choosing the correct step towards a reward, Roba will get 1 point as a reward. If they move a correct step, each step they get a 1 point. Okay, but on choosing an incorrect step, Roba will lose 1 point from the reward. See, this is how. If they move a correct step, they can get reward. If they do not move a correct step, they lose the money. They lose their point. Okay. When it reaches to the final reward, that is diamond, calculate the total number of reward it has achieved. So now we can achieve the total number of reward they can able to achieve. Okay. So with the help of this, we can able to find it out. Okay. Where we can say Roba have to be go on the diamond only. They have to cross these hurdles, and each step they can get reward, and also if they don't follow the correct path, they also lose their reward also. Okay, this is known as reinforcement learning. So the main points in reinforcement learning will be, so what are the main points? So input, output, training, learning, best solution. These are the main points. Okay, see, so input means the input is starting state where the model will begin. So this is input, the starting point of it. Okay, so the input is the starting state where the model will begin. Second is output. So the output can be many because there can be a many solution of a particular problem. So the output will be many because, see, problem is one, but solution are almost more than 4, 5, 6 solutions are there. Problem is one, so problem is your input, but output should be more than one. Okay, so it should be many because there can be a many solution to a particular problem. So this is input, this is output. Third is training. So the training of the model is based upon the input. So training is based upon the input, means input is in the input if there is a problem. So training is according to the problem only. Okay, if someone is hurt, so your training should be based on how we can heal that hurt person. Okay, so the model will run a stage, and user will decide whether to give a reward to the model on its act or to punish it. See, now the model have to decide whether this agent will get a reward or they have to punish it, because in this reinforcement either you get reward or either you get punishment. So this is reward punishment interactions. Okay, Of course, we all love rewards. Okay. Next is learning. So the model keeps on learning and store the data as its past experience. So in the learning, the model store all their experience and all your data in itself. And the best solution means the best solution to given the problem is decided on the basis of the maximum reward achieved by the model. Of course, best solution receive how many reward they can get. If they can get as much as reward, that means there's a good point for that. If they do not get a reward, that is bad for them. Reward, punishment. Okay, let us take another example. Let's see another example. So look at the below figure. Here our vacuum is an agent. See, here our vacuum is an agent. See, and they have to cross these hurdles. So here is a vacuum is an agent whose task is to remove from one block to another. If there is a dirt in a block, clean it thoroughly. Of course, vacuum work is there to clean the dirty part of it, to clean the dirt. If there is no dirt, then move to the next block to check and clean it. Of course, if the block is dirty, then clean it properly, then move on the second block. If the block is clean, then you do not need to clean it. Okay, it's as simple as that. If the block is clean, the vacuum does not get any does not do any work. If the block is unclean, they have to do work. Okay, so we can call, here we have total 9 blocks. How many blocks? So here we have total 9 blocks. The vacuum perceives which block is in and whether there is dirt in it or not. Of course, what we can call, the vacuum perceived it, whether this block is clean or not. The work of vacuum is to clean the block. Okay, if the block is clean, that is good. If the block is not clean, so they have to clean it. Okay, so it is decided to move right, left, up and down and suck up the dirt. Of course, they have to see the dirt. If dirt is there, the vacuum have to clean it. So a small positive reward is given to the vacuum when it explore and find and clean the dirt from the block. Of course, if the vacuum do their work, if the vacuum is able to find the dirt and able to clean it, they can get the reward. It's the same as that. If you score a good marks, then you get the reward. Okay, so we can call it a small negative reward is given to it if it is tries to clean an already clean block. Okay, so and a big positive reward is given to it when all the square is clean. This is the important thing. So vacuum get the big reward when all their blocks are totally clean. Okay, so an agent is able to learn that what action lead to positive feedbacks or rewards and what action leads to negative feedback or penalty. Of course, in this reinforcement, you get a reward or you get the punishment. These are the two things you can get. So you have to do your work very properly if you get the reward, if you want a big reward from that. Okay, so a positive reward, an agent gets a positive point, and as a penalty they can get the negative point. See, if they get reward, they get the positive point. If they get penalty, they can get the negative point. Of course, positive point for reward, negative point for the penalty, for the punishment or something like that. Okay, now key features of reinforcement learning. What are their key features? First is the agent is not instructed about the environment and what action needs to taken by to which it is desired goal. Second, this method is totally based on hit and trial process. Of course, this method is based on hit and trial. You have to first try yourself. Without trying, you're not able to find whether you get a reward or you get a penalty for it. Of course, everyone wants reward only, but without hit and try, you cannot able to find. Third, and the agent takes the next action and change state on the basis of the feedback it give on the previous action. Of course, with the help of feedback, they can able to improve themselves. And the fourth, the environment is stochastic, and agent needs to explore it to reach to the goal of get maximum reward. So the work of the we can say the work of the agent to go on the maximum reward. Of course, they get the maximum reward. Everyone wants the maximum reward, so the agent also want the maximum reward. So that much is clear. What is deep learning? What is reinforcement learning? Machine learning, artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is the umbrella one, then machine learning, then deep learning. And reinforcement learning is just about reward and punishment. Reward, punishment. Reward get positive point, punishment get negative point. Clear? And this vacuum cleaner example is also you can explain. Okay. Now we will see recommender system. What is recommender system? So recommender system are the powerful engine that use machine learning algorithm to segment customers on the basis of the behavior patterns and user data. The main purpose of the recommender system is to target the customer with personalized product and content suggestions. So what our recommender system do? Of course, recommender means they personalize you. They give you the recommendations. This is the same thing it is mentioned here. See, I am reading it again. The main purpose of a recommender system is to target the customer with personalized product and content suggestions. So what the work of recommender program? They give you a proper recommendation based on the customer expectation or custom what I am searching for it. So they give you recommendation to me. They give you suggestion to me like this you can buy. If I'm buying an iPhone, so they give you a recommender system, give you the options of iPhones, like you can buy this 14, 15 Pro Max and all these things. Okay, so you may have noticed that when you see YouTube, Amazon, Myntra or Netflix or any other such website, you get lot of recommendation or suggestion. Yes, when you use the social media platform, you get a lot of suggestions, lot of recommendation like buy this, it based upon your search engine. Okay, whatever you are searching, they all these handles will automatically get up to date about that you are searching for this product. So the suggestion are provided to you by the recommender system. So these recommender system works on this principle. They give you the recommendation of that product. Okay, now we will see types of recommendation apps. So what are these types? So there are two type of recommendation system. First is contact based filtering and collaborative filtering. Okay, first is content based filtering, second is collaborative filtering. So what is the difference between the both? Let's see. First is content based filtering. It is maybe the based on the content. Let's see. Okay, so content based filtering is a recommender system in which the relevant item are recommended to the user on the basis of the previous search item by the user. Of course, content based means they give you the suggestion according to previous search by you. For example, previously you searched about an iPhone, so they give you the recommendation based on your previous search. Okay, so content based filtering is a recommender system in which the relevant items are recommended to the user on the basis of the previous search item by the user. Here contents refer to the tag of the product that user likes. How this system work? How these recommender system get my previous information, my previous search? In this type of system, products are tagged using certain keywords. So products are tagged using certain keywords. The system then tries to learn what are the liking of the user. Of course, this system works on the principle what my user like the most. For example, I love food. So they give you the suggestion of very delicious food. Okay, so it then explores its database and recommends the product that user may like. Of course, they give you the suggestion according to your preference only. They cannot give suggestion to me a car, a house, because this is not my interest. My interest is food, so they give you my delicious food pictures, so that's why I can buy it. Okay, so as you can see in the figure, on the basis of the articles read by the user, the recommended system will suggest similar article to the user that he may like. See, for example, recommender to the user. See, if some see, they can give you similar articles related to that. See, they give you a suggestion of that. Recommender system works on the principle. So the content based filtering means it shows you the suggestion according to your previous search. Okay, for example is also there. So suppose a user has searched in a watched movie on Netflix, he is new user. Therefore, the recommender system has no data and information about the user. Of course, for example, I don't use Netflix, so when I install Netflix, then that system does not get my information about my like, about my dislike. They don't get anything because I'm new user. They do not know me. But when I am searching this app continuously, so then this system knows my likes and dislikes. This movie I like the most, this movie I don't like. So whatever the movies I am searching, whatever the my likes like the movie, they search you all these things. So initially the system will recommend the popular movies to the user. Initially when I'm new user, so they give me a very famous or popular movies to me because they are not sure about my preferences. So they give me the best of it. Once a user start watching the movie and rating the movie, then the system will able to get the information about the user, like what type of movie he likes, and on the basis of the rating or searching habits of the user, the system will suggest more movie about it. See, this is how they can able to give me the suggestions when I am an active user and when I become an active user to their websites. So they give me the suggestion according to my preference. When I'm new user, so then Netflix does not know about my likes or my dislikes, so they show me the popular movie. But when I am using this app continuously, then they can get all my data. Okay, so this is the content based filtering. Now collaborative filtering. What does collaborative filtering do? Collaborations filtering is a recommender system in which the new items are recommended to the user on the basis of the interest and preferences of the other similar user. Of course, it is not based on my previous search. It is based on the most popular product that is going on. Like nowadays everyone wants iPhone, everyone wants the popular things most of the people like. So they give recommendation about new items are recommended to the user on the basis of the interest and preference of the other similar user. Okay, so they give you the suggestion of it. Okay, like it's a similar user because they want to buy and sell something, so they give you the preference, same preference to both of them, because their we can say likes are same. For example, suppose user A has brought two novel, Astro and Ray Bradbury. User B has brought three novels, Astro, Ray, Berry, and the Time Machines. The recommender system will get to learn from the similar behavior. Of course, they both have similar behavior because both of them are purchased the same type of novels. So they give you the recommendation that Time magazine to A user, like A user have to buy this Time magazine because user B have buy this one. So they search, they give you the recommendation based on my similar interest of my user. And this is the collaborative filtering. So collaborative filtering also have two types. First is user based collaborative filtering. Second is item based collaborative filtering. User based means it's based on user, and item based means it is based on the item. This is user and this is item. Okay, first we will see user based collaborative filtering. What is a user based collaborative filtering? This type of filtering is based on the user similarities. It's based on the user similarities, what the user wants. Okay, for example, as we see in the image that there are three children's name A, B, C on the left side of it. See, in the left side of it, we can see the three users. Okay, the four types of fruits are there: strawberry, grapes, watermelon, and orange. See, on the left side, the girls and boys are there. On the right side, we can see the names of the fruits. Okay, so purchase all of the fruit by the C's. For example, girl A purchase all of the fruit. Girl B purchase strawberry. Girl C or boy C purchase strawberry and watermelon. So they give you the preference according to it, because all these three have one or two thing commons. So that's why the other one gave the suggestions according to the user one, because user one purchase all the three fruits. Okay, so user B and user C get the recommendations like you have to purchase strawberry also, you have to purchase the orange also. Okay, so purchase all of four items of the fruit, purchase only strawberry, purchase strawberry and watermelon. Seeds. So this is the user A, B, C purchased. User A purchased all the fruits, user B purchased only strawberry, user C purchased strawberry and watermelon. So user B and user C get the recommendation of strawberry, orange, watermelon, because they don't purchase that one. Okay. So according to the recommender system, A and C are the similar kind of user because they both purchase strawberry and watermelon. Yes, A and C both purchase water and strawberry. Therefore, the system will recommend orange to the strawberry. See, because C does not brought orange, but A brought orange. Okay, so they give you the recommendation of A to C, which shown as dotted line here in the image. So in the dotted line, it is shows you can purchase this grapes, this orange also. So these are the recommendation given by them. Okay, this is known as user base. It is based on the user. Now we will see item based collaborative filter. Means now we can see the items here. Okay, so this type of filtering is based on the item similarities. It is based on the similarities of the item. In this type of filtering, the system sees similar items and not the user similar user. They do not get the similar username, they can see the similar items. Okay, for example is there. Okay, for example, as you can see in the image that there are three children's name A, B and C on the left hand side. On the left hand side, we can see user A, B and C. The fruits are given on the right hand side. Okay, the fruits, or we can say these very delicious food items are there. Here the system will see that they are watermelon. Okay, so user A purchased this we can say shake and this ice cream and this donut also. Okay, then they give recommendation to B and C to purchase these things. Okay, so this is how this system works on this principle. Okay, here we can say the user base, it is based on the user, it is based on the item. That's the difference between them. Okay, now we will see some benefits of recommender system. What are the benefits? First, this will help to increase the sale. Of course, nowadays companies are working on this recommender system because they help us to purchase, they help us to boost up their sale. So by setting up an automatic recommender system, an organization can benefit with additional sales without any marketing efforts. They do not get any, they do not do any marketing. They can do their additional sale, or their sales will be boosted up upon the recommendation system only. Next is increase user satisfaction also. So recommender system also provide an appropriate option to the customer even before they search for it. They feel satisfied as it reduces their efforts of searching and explore the entire website. Okay, so they give you the user satisfaction also and increase loyalty also. So when recommender system recommends the things, the customer tries to open and explore those things and spend more time on your website. Okay, so it's loyalty because now the customer is spending more time on it because you show your the interest of that user. So the user open everything, they see each features of everything. So in this way we can increase their familiarity with our brand and the interface provided to them. This may help us increasing the probability that they might use your website or purchase the product in future for their site. Of course, this will boost up their loyalty. Engage customers. Now the customers are engaging in their websites. Okay, because nowadays it help us to. So if for example my favorite whatever for example my favorite thing is cake or pastry. So now everyone in this website they show the recommendation for cake pastry. Okay, so now your we can say engagement is increased in your website for that. Okay, so recommendation system power emails are the best way to engage the customer to your brand. So you can offer discount and coupons to your customers with the recommendation option to keep them re-engaged. Okay, of course nowadays we can see the every website give you the coupon or discount, so that's why we can purchase it again also. Okay, we can use their websites again for purchasing, for buying, or for selling for some other purpose also. So this is, we can say, recommender app working on it. So let's see the various companies use the recommendation system. What are the various companies use this recommendation system? First is Amazon, we all know. So it is a user item to collect collaborative recommender system. Okay, second is the next Netflix is there. See, the Netflix people are watching movie. So it is a data driven company which user recommended system to increase the customer satisfaction. And Spotify, it uses a collaborative filtering recommendation system and recommended list of songs to the user. So they give the list of songs to the user. Okay, LinkedIn is also there. So LinkedIn is also using recommender system to give recommendation to the user, like you may also know or you may also like. This is the thing. So these companies are working on the principle of recommender app. So that's why these companies are nowadays very popular, because everyone, if the customer is engaging in their websites, people are buying, people are searching in their websites because they use these recommender app for that. So yeah, this is the last chapter of your book. So this is how the artificial intelligence is working nowadays, and you don't have any idea. Okay, you are thinking it's automatically. No, it's artificial intelligence behind it. Okay, so this chapter is over, this book is over. I am hoping so you are liking all the computer class and all your computer concepts are totally clear to you. So that's all, my dear learners, for this class. Thank you so much, my dear learner, for watching this video. Have a good day. Take care. And I will meet you in your next class, in the next, maybe next class. Okay. So that's all. Thank you so much. Bye bye.